Hate. It has caused a lot of problems in the world, but has not solved one yet. Maya Angelou. Good day, everyone. Today, on Society, I will be offering my train of thought in counter to the endless sects of human supremacy, from the focus of race, to sexual preference, to gender, and on. Now, before I proceed, I'd first like to give thanks to a well-met acquaintance of mine who's inspired a great deal of my expression on, in particular, white supremacy, and thereby the other variants of lauding and lobbying for real or imagined superiority. Øbail. Though I vehemently disagree with some of the items of belief he holds, such as his support of white supremacy, he is particularly open to discussion and debate regarding them, and has proven a very interesting and kind fellow. A link to his channel will be in the credits section of this edition of On Society, where you may find his many videos. On to the subject at hand, however, human supremacy. As the title much would imply, I am one such who does not find solidarity with any movement promoting revelry or perpetuation of superiority over others in any of the variety of characteristics a body of people or individuals may possess. I, as a white heterosexual male, do not find myself or any other by their inherent characteristics more excellent than the next. That said, neither do I subscribe to the theory of cultural relativism, nor ignore any objective statistics on any demographic. Instead, I take each as an individual, on their own merit, i.e., I judge not all Muslims by the acts of some of their exceedingly irrational, radical, and deplorable people of their race, nor all blacks by theirs, nor all Christians, nor even supremacists by the acts of individuals within the group, etc. Rather, to each their own judgment. But, I hear you say, does not each group cultivate their own identity in the eyes of those within and without? How may you dismiss the statistics, the aggregate? How can you objectively claim that there is no strength of one over the other? To this, I say, I do not. It is evident that any collected bundle of people will form an associated definition and take on common positives and negatives. It is a mutable fact that the crime rates amongst the black populace in the United States are disproportionately higher, that Islamists are far more prone to terrorist radicalization, that white peoples have formed great grand civilizations which have withstood the ages, and on with the truths of yesteryear and today, exempli gratia. But, with these transient shards of truth in mind, here is where those who ring the bells of supremacy diverge, for there is nary a reason why one should not seek to extend continually the opportunity of upliftance. It is here where there is a split from supremacist to humanist. It is here that the humanist, where the slums form, clear away and gentrify the lands, offer a clear, straightforward, and directed path of ascension for the often poor, uneducated, and criminal denizens to join and excel beyond the standard of their countrymen by fair means. When the ethically polar opposite immigrants pour in, provide for them the ultimatum and means of naturalization and lawfulness or deportation. It is here where, should we find any group to have an objectively negative quality, we stand not on the pedestal of pride in being supreme. And it is here where you who do should instead seek change in the group. Lend to those whom stand against the evils of their demographic your hand, and those that do not, your well-said reason. Take note that the realities of today's statistics and history will, in time, turn, for better or worse. Keep in mind those whom you may look down upon in disgust or distaste will yet still exist, whether you find that fine or not. Mark the words that it is better for you to homogenize nature than to work to increase the divide. Forge the strength of your disapproval into a constructive means of change, in passim, and know that those more radical amongst you, that a bullet can no more kill the perceived bad character of a people than your expression of superiority, in your lack thereof. For any that hate a people, hear and engrave it well in you that these emotions are worthless in the world. Discard such wasteful pride and gather up the banner of change for the betterment of all your fellow humans, despite what you may deem ill of them. Should you be truly supreme, it is your duty to commit to all that is reasonable to aid them. Foremost that drives the acts you may disdain is the mind, and thus it should be your theater of combat when there is not the presence of a palpable one. Stand with the exemplifiers of the best of their kind, for should your way prove best, your dissenters will follow. Thank you all for listening. Whether you found my content enjoyable or detestable, please give a thumbs up or down, share the video with others, subscribe, and contribute to the discussion via my social media in the comments below. If you'd like to become my patron, the link to my page is listed in the description. Till then, everyone, this has been Xilver with a Z.